We've been graciously taught in the school of ministry that when it comes to the identity of a believer, there are three things to pay attention to. First is our oneness with Christ. Second is our positional advantage. And then thirdly is our kingdom responsibility. The idea of lampstand has to do with our kingdom responsibility. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 15 and 16. The Bible says, neither do men light a candle and place it on a candlestick. Another word for candlestick there is lampstand. Neither do men light a candle and place it on a bushel, but rather on a candlestick, that it may give light unto all of them that are in the house. Verse 16 now says, let your light so shine that men may see your good works and then glorify your Father which is in heaven. But then permit us to examine three words in verse 15. Neither do men light a candle and place it under a bushel. There are three key words there. The word neither there does not mean men do not light candle. It's trying to let us know that when they light it, they don't place it under a bushel. So men light a candle. These are various expressions of the believer per time, per season, depending on his posture and his functionality. These three words. So as a believer, you are a man. You have to be a man. Genesis 1:26, the Bible tells us that God said, let us make man. So you have to be a man as a believer to have that positional advantage between the realm of the spirit and the realm of the physical at a legal basis. Secondly, as a believer, you are also light. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 14. The Bible says, ye are the lights of the world. So as a believer, you are light. The last word there is candle. Proverbs 20 and verse 27. The Bible says that the spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching the inward part of the belly. So as a believer, you are light, depending on your posture. As a believer, you are also a candle, depending on your posture, depending on who you approach and where you find yourself. So as a believer, when you come before God, when you are approaching God, you don't approach God as light. You have to approach God as candle, so that He can rest upon you and then make you light. But when you turn to appear before creation, you don't appear before creation as candle. You have to appear before creation as light. Whosoever you approach as a candle influences you. Romans chapter 12 and verse 2, the Bible tells us that we should not be conformed to this world. So it is an anomaly for you as a believer to appear before the world as a candle. But when you approach God, you have to approach God as a candle. And then as you stay there, just imagine with me now that graphically now that by my right is the throne of God, and then by my left is my word system, the sphere of influence where I'm sent to. The more I bow to God, the more I worship God in the place of prayer, what is happening to me is that I'm appearing before Him. I can't appear before God as light. We are not co-lights. I must have to go before God as a candle so that He can light me up. So while I stay there, what is happening to me is that immediately as I turn before creation, automatically authority is bestowed upon me, that before I speak, what is upon me starts speaking.